I got the question, Goat, why are you so harsh and why do you do what you do? What do you get out of it? So I had to write this down so I didn't repeat myself. Why do I do what I do? Every military commendation award that I received because of the dedication and sacrifice of my sailors and Marines list how many humans I had the privilege of leading. Add up the number of men and women I was responsible for training, safety, career, and yes, caring about their personal lives, and it's 1,530. From 1995 to 2020, the greatest travesty I accumulatively saw wasn't war or what long deployments did to men and women. It was divorce. Over 800 divorces in my last 13 years of leadership, over 700 men coming home to empty houses, court-ordered restraints, empty bank accounts, the kids gone, or even freshly pregnant wives, etc. That's almost 700 women claiming infidelity, or that they just couldn't deal with how much my troops were gone, or emotional abuse. How? They weren't even there. Half of my subordinates' paychecks, half of their retirement pay, half of their assets, their house, investments, and hardly no time with their children, all while expected to deploy again to a war zone within a year. For 10 years of marriage, with only 7.5 years at home, then a divorce, and she's covered for life? I detest the "it's not all women" statement. I get that, but to me it's like saying it wasn't all Germans during World War II. At a certain point, you have to accept that the largest amount of the populace is so socially programmed and that their power has become so absolute that even the good women cannot stand up against the inhumane treatment of men. Men did not ask for this war. The system is corrupt, and hypergamy is an enemy that we cannot fight with violence. Now I'm looking at this issue as a civilian. Men only have one defensive posture left. Hypergamy is non-discriminate. Like cancer, it gets the richest, poorest, weakest, and strongest of men, regardless of race or religion. Our only option, as far as I can see, is to try to convince all men to stop signing a marriage license, ever. For you women who fervently say, "Who hurt you?" or proclaim, "I would never do that to a man," keep in mind, there are 1 million divorces in the U.S. every year. 800,000 of those are filed for by women. So there are 1 million bad husbands every year? Ladies, here's your main problem. There are many defensive postures. Young men are listening, and I know my view is only one of many, but we are making a difference. Men are starting to educate men on the same platforms that you have used to disdain them. Kevin Samuels, Joker, AMS, Black Spider Guy, Come On Man, Chuck Daddy, and many more to come. This fight is personal to me. I see good men eviscerated every day due to women's hypergamistic, evil, nefarious, legally applauded rape of men.
But I don't know if I'm capable of loving a good guy.
Fellas, listen, I have nothing against that woman. She's a great girl. But I want you to see the comments in this video. Story of my life. I think about this all the time. New fear unlocked. Oh my God, same. When they're too nice, I push them away. I feel you, girl. Like, come on. I say this in my videos all the time. When girls are young, ages 17 to 24, 25, they push away the nice guy for Tyrone and Big Dick Randy. And when they grow older, they go back to the nice guy who bought them flowers and bought them coffee for first period high school English class. That's who they go back to. So nice guys, you won't have her right now. You have her when she's 35 and 40. So if you don't want to change your approach because you want to be a good guy, keep doing it. But hey, she'll leave you for Big Dick Randy and Tyrone.
Okay, ladies, if you didn't have a vagina, like say it was a terrible train accident, right? And the doctor was like, "We have to remove your pussy right away or you're gonna die." How would you keep your man past, you get a 2-month guilty, I can't leave the bitch right away because you just lost a pussy in a train accident. Can't just walk right out on him. How would you keep your man past that if you didn't have a vagina? Suck his dick, okay, mouth. Asshole, okay, great. You see what I'm saying? Now, I've been getting pussy beaten the whole show, right? But I give women the opportunity to say, I'm gonna make myself worth more. But you just classified yourself as a series of holes, but you know, I'm supposed to treat you special, but you're just a bunch of holes to yourself.
You need to stop chasing her. If she really wants you, you'll know because she will make some efforts for you. If not, don't waste your time, just move on.
Anyways, so do you think I should hit up Doug and Connor just because I know one of them is bound to come?
Guys, here's something you need to understand. Attractive women have unlimited opportunities to hook up with whoever they want. If you're constantly bombarding a girl with DMs, texts, trying to hang out, and she's not setting a definite plan, she's not into you, dude. She's got other options. The reasons why the girls that you pursue and try for the most aren't interested in you is because they know exactly where you stand and they know that they could have you at any point that they want, and you're literally just a number in their roster. Now, I'm not going to say that this is every girl that does this, but I'm going to tell you, if you're getting mixed signals and getting blown off by the girl that you're pursuing, you've got to stop pursuing her because you're literally just a number and an option to her.
Except this, men aren't asking women to go get Brazilian butt lifts. We ain't asking for y'all to wear weave. We're not asking for y'all to having long acrylic nails and all these flippy eyelashes. Y'all are doing that for each other. We don't like that. We want them on good times. We want Pam Grier. That's what.
Women care more about a man's future. Men care more about a woman's past. Women value men based off their power and their success. Men value women off their past history, with relationships or men in general. The funny thing is, when you ask women what they expect in a man, they expect he has to make this much money, he has to have a solid source of income, he has to drive this kind of car, and all these other things. But then you ask a guy, and all he wants is a girl who isn't a thought, who had sex with a bunch of guys. But everyone gets mad at the guy and they expect him to just ignore her past history. The cold hard truth is that past actions predict future behaviors. And yeah, I'm back on TikTok. I got permanently banned on TikTok for exposing too many simps, beta males, and thoughts.
Women cheat way more than men. Cool, now that I got y'all attention, y'all better pay attention. Women 100% more cheat more than men. But let me tell you why. The average girl will have plenty of guys throwing themselves at her just because she's remotely attractive, while the average guy has to sit there and twiddle his thumbs. But here come the girls.
Men cheat way more than women. Who hurt you? You're just saying that because you're single.
First of all, Karen, I get plenty. Second of all, men cheat differently than women. When a man cheats, he's doing it just for the sex. But when a woman cheats, she's doing it for some sort of emotional attachment. And for the immature people who think cheating is just sex, please leave. If you are allowing any opportunity for you to do something sexual with someone who's not your physical partner, you're cheating. I'm talking sneaky links, hidden messages, that ex you won't get rid of. If you're leaving any room for it to happen, it's cheating. And the only reason y'all say men cheat more is because we get caught more. Hit that follow for a part 2.
If another man try to hit on your girl right in front of you, you gotta keep your cool, bro. I know it's easier said than done, but you gotta keep your cool. And it's not something that you see happen every day. But trust me, there's some dudes out there that feel bold enough to take your girl right in front of you. Your girl gotta be the one to shut that down though. You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't entertain nothing he gotta say. You feel me? Like, she gotta let him know, I'm spoken for, or I'm with him, or no thank you, I'm not interested. You know what I'm saying? And she ain't gotta do it in a rude way, but trust me, she ain't gotta be nice either. What Andre 3000 said in that one song, I hate to see y'all frown, but I'd rather see her smile. Yeah, that's how I want my girl thinking. You know what I'm saying? To hell with his feelings, it's about my feelings. And if he can't take no for an answer, then I'm gonna step in. Like, hey, bro. And she said she's spoken for? Alright, we'll move around then. You know what I'm saying? If you want to take it there, we just gonna have to take it there.
Y'all gotta let these thoughts know. If you ask them out on a date, ain't no what ifs, ain't no maybes, we gonna eat dinner? None of that. I like how this guy did. Look. The chick actually hit him with a I'll let you know. Then right there, she said, what you have in mind? My boy said, look like you got plans. Let's try another time in this motherfucker. I'm free later. I just don't know if I'll be tired. You think she gonna tell Drake she might be tired? Chris Brown, you think she telling them she might be tired? Nah, bro. My boy said, it's okay, bro. Get some rest. Don't say no shit like that, though. Don't call her bro. You know what I'm saying? With that smiley face. You seem a little salty. And then you hit her with a good morning. Don't hit no thought with no good morning. You know what I'm saying? Let them do that to you first, bruh.
This is how she disrespects you. She raises her voice and says, I just told you. You don't ever listen. I just told you. Now what this is doing is emasculating you. Basically putting you in punishment. Now I'm going to show you how to handle this. Listen, I don't care if you told me 5 times or forgot. No matter what the case may be, this is what's going to happen. You are going to remind me respectfully. I am not going to tolerate any kind of attitude. I want to feel at home. Do you understand? Now, she doesn't understand, you take things away. She wanted to spend quality time with you. You take that away. She wanted to cuddle. You take that away. But if she comprehends and she learned her lesson, you can give her some cuddle time. She wanted to watch that movie, watch that movie. But if she continues to give you attitude or disrespect, you take things away. Take away your feelings. Now you can follow me on Patreon for more exclusive videos. Hit the DM.
So it's been brought to my attention that men no longer want to come up to women anymore.
All right, let me get to the point here. You're a little Johnny come lately to the party, but that's okay. You know, we always like to introduce the new members into the We Aren't Going Back Club. We like that. Let me explain why. Now, we're about to crush the competition. That was kind of dry, wasn't it? Listen, this has been going on for quite a while. I know it just came to your attention that men are leaving in rapid numbers because of the toxic relationships and the toxic women and the narcissistic women and everything under the sun. Men are tired. Men have given up. They gave up. And I'm gonna tell you, the best thing that they ever did was walked away. Now it's going to be super fucking hard for them to come back to the plantation. Super fucking hard. You can't just walk up to a man in the grocery store anymore. You'll be able to get some. You'll be able to get some that you might sucker in, you know, and they might hit it, you know. But, you know, as far as marriage and long-term commitment and moving them into their house or this, that, and the other, hell no. Because we already know it's non-beneficial for men to get into anything like that. So these men out here understand one thing. Red pill and MGTOW men going their own way. They all understand one thing alike. These are the three fundamentals that are going to keep a man fucking safe and out of goddamn jail. And that money is going to keep stacking for his life to continue on the way he wants it to. One, no cohabitation. We cannot live with you. No way in fucking hell. You know why? Because somewhere down the line, we're gonna goddamn lose our money. Two, no marriage. Nope, I can't do that one either. No, we ain't doing that one either, because what? Somewhere down the line, we're gonna lose our fucking money. And three, no kids. Now this one's gonna be a tough one, because there's guys out there that want a sire. They want to have, they want a kid, but they're gonna find other ways to do this. Because why? We don't want to lose our money. And see, money in these days, in this day and age, sweetheart, money is tight. Money's tight, and you know, daddy government is always looking for ways to get your money, especially from men. So when we have a woman attacking a man, as well as the government, what do you think? What do you think we're going to do as men? We're going to shield wall. We are shield walling, and we're not coming back to the plantation. The grass is greener on this side of the wall than on your side of the wall. And over here where we live, it feels good. Hold the line, gentlemen.
Russell Wilson is being called a simp for saying he's scared to lose his wife, Sierra.
That's because he is. Russell Wilson is one of the biggest simps on the planet. Up there with Steph Curry. Both are high value men, but both are simps at heart. Follow to learn why.
As a man, you don't complain, explain, or apologize. Your word is your word. What you said, it doesn't need to be explained to someone. You don't need to justify your actions. You take the action. You accept the consequences of that action. But you don't have to have everyone have buy-in. You don't have to have them understand why you did what you did. A lot of you that are stuck in the nice guy area, it's because of this. It's because it's like, oh, if they could just understand. No apologizing.
A man who is above his sexual urges is a dangerous man. You go through all of that trouble building your wealth, building your fortune, and it'll all just go to flames by just slipping into the wrong woman. The wrong woman will take you down. The wrong woman will release a sex tape. The wrong woman will have a baby that you don't want to have, or even worse, give you an STD or something like that. So if you're going to be a high value man, yes, make the money, provide the lifestyle, go to the fancy restaurants and dress nice, right? I talked about my Rolex when we first started in my cologne, but the thing that makes me high value is, as long as I'm in a relationship, you other women don't stand a chance.
This is how you know she respects you. She does not correct you in public. She knows that this will make you both look bad as a unit, even if you sound stupid. She waits till you both are in private, and she brings it up to you respectfully.
I've got a new question for you guys. Why do you think guys no longer want to get married?
I have a better question. What does a man gain in marriage that he doesn't already have? Should the vows today actually say, I promise to love you forever and ever until I don't anymore? And then take half your shit. By the way, take your kids too. Oh, not all women are like that. To the 3% out there of women that aren't like that, thank you. The rest of you are absolute trash. No man in his right mind would ever marry you. There's not a good reason. Because he gains nothing but a liability. And that is the conundrum that you and your children will be faced with. Good luck.
3 reasons why you should practice semen retention. It's a natural birth control. No hormones for her, no condom for you. Instead of being dead after sex, you have more energy. You last until your partner's satisfied.
Walking past a group of women.
Part 2. Remember on part 1 when I told y'all, when you see a group of women out and you walk past them, don't drop your head and look at your phone. This is what you do. I told you to single one of them out. This is the one that you single out. If you're confident enough, you single out whichever one you want. But if you're struggling with confidence that day, this is what you do, bro. You single out the ugliest one. By now, you should be confident enough to make eye contact and to speak to an ugly woman. You feel me? When you single her out and say, hey, how you doing? And keep it moving, all her pretty homegirls gonna look at her like, damn, we ain't used to that. Usually people speak to us. We the ones that men usually hit on. You know what I'm saying? She the ugly friend. So they gonna like you even more because they wondering, damn, he like her more than me? This shit should not be free, bro. Y'all better hit that follow button right now.
You men that are still getting married are killing me. I don't know how many legal studies, psychological studies, facts, data, metrics, and statistics you need. After I say the next thing, pause it and contemplate for 1 second. Look up the story on Tom Brady, who had 6 Super Bowl rings, had earned millions of dollars using his body, and decided to stay home and take a break and spend time with the kids. His wife complained about that and they had to go to counseling. WTF? Look up the story on the guy who plays the newest Superman and why he's not married after 2 engagements. Superman's not even good enough for a woman. Look at the history of marriage. It was invented over 4,000 years ago and was a contract between a father and a husband for somebody to take care of the daughter because they couldn't own anything and weren't independent. Now women are strong and independent. There's no longer a legal contract need for you to take care of that person. Now it's a contract between you and the government to take care of a woman if she decides to leave you. 50% of marriages end in divorce. 80% of those are filed for by women. And for you to think you're going to do better means that 50% that got divorced meant for it to happen, but you're way too smart and way too strong for it to happen to. Men.
Stop thinking about her. She not thinking about you right now. She's got 50 other dudes keeping her entertained right now. That hour you spend a day waiting for that text message back, you could be spending that hour going to the gym. You could be spending that hour doing something productive. But you spending that hour waiting for a chick to text you back. Move on, Brody.
The number one thing you need to get bitches, let's say you got the body, you got the money, you got everything, but you still can't get no bitches. Let me tell you why you're not getting no bitches. Cause you don't have bitches. Just like how you need money to get money, you need bitches to get bitches. Let me explain. You need a plethora of bitches surrounding you, preferably around 6s and 7s, not too crazy. Bitches that you don't really care about in your friend group. Because bitches not gonna go up to you if they don't see you with bitches around you. If you ain't got no girls around you, why would they be around you? You look like a fucking creep, my nigga. You gotta get bitches around you, bro. You have to be surrounded by bitches. All gotta be in your friend group, you know what I'm saying? And they work through a referral system. If her homegirl got some good dick, she gonna get that good dick that she just got referred. It's a referral process, my nigga. 9s and the 10s are way more likely to get with niggas in their friend circle than to get with a random nigga just pulling up to them. In order to be in their friend circle, you have to be friends with their friends, nigga.
Guys, her past will never die. Who a woman truly is gonna live in her forever. I'm gonna say that again. Who a woman truly is going to live in her forever. If she's a gold digger, that's going to live in her forever. If she's a wholesome, sweet, submissive chick, as long as you stay masculine, she will remain submissive for the rest of her life. If she's a thought,
You giving her a ring and a kid, it ain't gonna stop her from being a thought.
Women are always accepting applications. Gentlemen, that is the harsh truth. Yes, the girl you think that's in love with you, the girl that you think is obsessed with you because you got the good D or I got a lot of money, she's accepting applications. She's giving Joe Schmo her social media account, her phone number, her LinkedIn username. You know what I'm saying? Because if you fuck up, right? You lose your job, you lose your business, you cheat on her, you destroy her life, she has 10 guys lined up. And everyone has an opportunity to bid at the auction, but the highest bidder will win. So understand that. You have to think logically instead of emotionally. Don't get emotionally attached to women because they're always accepting applications. And this means you have to be on your game at all times. Boom.
Hey, what are you guys doing giving all these fake filtered chicks all these hearts online? Why don't you find a pretty girl with a real job and a natural body and heart her instead? Or for all you married guys out there doing this, how about you heart your wife instead and stop looking at all these girls online?
You can't make this ish up.
Now that that experiment is done, you women have proved what men have been saying all along. When I posted this video about cooking and cleaning being life skills and not gender roles, men pushed back by saying that women do not want to be traditional women anymore, but they still expect men to provide. I legit ratioed all the men who said providing was not a gender role because I thought women had an understanding of this, but technically we do not. We legit proved their point that women still want men to provide, but they do not want to be traditional women, quote unquote. Pause and read, but some women were like, no, you should always have your own money, but you should use this as much as you can. Therefore, that's saying I want the perks of being a modern, independent woman, but I still want a man to provide in that traditional role. I was called masculine, I was called a pick-me, and I don't give a damn. I'm always gonna speak the truth. Pause and read. But yes, the men were right when they said that women want the financial independence that comes to being a modern woman, but they still want men to be traditional.
Reasons to live differently than our increasingly mediocre society, Part 13. You don't have to look far to find someone who's disgusted by the state of pop culture, mainstream media, or academia. We all have our own reasons, but mostly it's the sensitivity to outrage and the temper tantrums over something someone tweeted. It's the glorification of victimhood, the rejection of all things related to individual responsibility and identity politics. How did a country founded on stoicism, rugged individualism, and the hardships of frontier life end up as a nation seemingly dominated by a loud handful of adult children? Well, everyone has their theories, but all I see is the pendulum of culture swinging far to one side and slowly changing direction. It's becoming so obvious that people are starving for something better than this, and as more people continue to stand up and admit that they aren't okay with what's happening to our society, our example will become the new paradigm. Despite what these people preach, the individual is where the power lies, so live a meaningful life and you'll play your part. Follow for more.
So I had met this girl at the club. Things escalated quickly. We hit the dance floor, we're making out, got high and heavy real fast. She disappears, and later on in the night, I realized she was actually there with her boyfriend. He sees me, he's like, yo, you the one that was dancing with my girl earlier? Getting real aggressive. I stay cool, calm, collected. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. He gets in my face, and obviously this dude had a lot to drink, but he's really in my grill. His homeboy's trying to hold him back, and I'm just staying calm. Long story short, I end up walking away real calm, and he ends up like yelling. Later that night, that girl still had my phone number and ended up calling me. She said, I hate how he acts like that. I want to be with you tonight. Cool. Always stay under control, gentlemen. If you want more stories like this, make sure to hit that follow. Got plenty more coming.
Feminists are whack jobs.
As it exists is pretty much a complete inversion of femininity as it's understood.
Yeah, I mean, you got to cut your hair and talk about how you want to free the nipple, and I want you to pay for my tampons, and it's ridiculous. It's a joke.
We want to be as far away from that label as possible, and that's unfortunate because you're right. It started out with a great bang, and the first wave feminists did amazing things for women as a whole, but now it's an embarrassment. It's become an embarrassment, and we want nothing to do with the label. And the Women's March is a perfect example. In fact, we just wrote a column for the Indianapolis Star recently about the founders of the Women's March, who are just, they're commie whack jobs.
Yeah, they're vile.
And it doesn't even matter to the women who follow them that the founders.
Gentlemen, if a chick breaks up with you, the correct response, no matter what the situation is, doesn't matter what the details are, doesn't matter if you fucked up or she fucked up or nobody fucked up, the correct response is always, okay. That's it. You can be angry, you can be upset, you can be hurt, you can be all kinds of emotions, but the response that you give to a chick when she breaks up with you is okay. Let me explain to you why. So in sales and negotiation psychology, the person who is capable of walking away from the deal holds the most power. That's number one. Number two is know your worth. So there's nothing more unattractive than breaking up with somebody and then them begging to have you back. The worst thing you can do during a breakup if someone is leaving you is be like, oh my god, please don't leave me. I miss you so much. You're the love of my life. I'll never live without you. That shows that you have very little value. And subconsciously, they will pick up on that and it will just make them not want to be with you more. It will actually reaffirm their decision. So know your worth, know your value. And if somebody doesn't want to be with you, thank them for not wasting any more of your time so that you can go spend your time doing what you want to do or developing something with somebody else. So that's number two. And the third and final reason why the correct response is always okay is a man who has control of his emotions is extremely attractive. So, two scenarios. Chick breaks up with you and you break composure and lose frame and start doing emotional shit. Not going to be very attractive. Opposite scenario. Chick breaks up with you and you say, you remove yourself for a few days, collect yourself, have a conversation with her and say, hey, I really like you. I really want to make this work, but I do not want to be with somebody who does not value me. And you've just told me that you don't. I want somebody in my life that does value me. So I think this is the correct move, is to move on from each other. That will show her that you have self-respect, you have value, you know what you're doing in life, and if she doesn't want to be with you, she can get off the train, because your life should be a freight train. Hopefully that helps you guys. Know your worth, know your value. Don't let people in your life that don't value you, because it will lower yours. And always have a purpose, always have a drive. Be a freight train in life.
One of the easiest ways to be a man worthy of respect is to refuse to take disrespect. I see so many guys who let women disrespect them all day long.
Like what? What do you see women doing to men where the guy just takes it? Give us examples there.
I think we all agree women shit test men. And you have to be able to handle that and deal with it in a very, conservative way. Obviously, you can't flip out and be crazy. But I've been on dates with girls where they've just pushed it too far. I've been sitting there and they're like, oh, guys like you think this and blah, 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 just insulting me basically after about 5 minutes. I was extremely polite. I said, look, I'm sorry. You're an independent woman, so you can pay for your food. I'm uninterested in speaking to you any longer. I'm leaving. And when I left, I've never had a girl chase me so hard because it's just a man who told her to fuck you. Don't disrespect me. I'm not taking you on a meal to be disrespected. And guys take this crap from girls all the time. I see it all the time. Girls making fun of them, or girls on a date, or a girl talking to other guys while she has a boyfriend. I mean, I know the modern world says that's cool. To me, that's absolute disrespect. You're with me and you love me and you want to text this dude all day, and I'm supposed to sit here and let you? She's testing your caliber as a man. Mm-hmm. You either stand up and say, get out my house and I never want to see you again, or stop texting that guy.
Self-control. Self-control. I think that's probably the one virtue that is lacking most in our culture right now. And it begins with men, because men make boundaries. If men have no self-control, women rule them. This is why men are simps right now, because we're addicted to the pussy. We have no self-control. My mission is to make men strong again. It is only for families. More families, better families, bigger families,
blow your load on your wife and make more kids. That makes sense.
Great.
My husband wanted me to call you.
Why
I
is
just
that?
have a question. Why do you like to belittle women?
Why do I like to be? I only belittle the ones who deserve it.
Why do you feel that they deserve it?
Well, it depends on the woman. Which one are you referring to?
Well, you instigate them.
How so?
Pardon?
How so?
Insulting women.
Well, why not?
You like to get them hooked.
I insult everybody
Why?
because it's fun.
My husband said that you like 10s.
I do.
But I seen you on TV and you about a 1.5.
Oh, I'm not even that much, dear. I'm a -1. But the fact is, my wallet is a 10.
But
And when
you
your
know
wallet
what?
is a 10, you
That's
don't need to be a
right.
10.
That's right. Your wallet is a 10, and I would tell you that you look good. I would tell you that your is big and it's long.
Why do you have to use the language like that on the air that we can't use on the air?
You know what? Because you do.
No, I don't.
I mean, you cuss.
I don't use. I use all the words I use are words that are allowed on the air.
While I'm talking.
No, you're not going to tell me how to do this show. You
Well,
know
that
nothing
is
about
your
doing a radio program. And if I want to talk over you when you're talking, that's exactly what I'm going to do.
I'll stop talking and let you talk. and
That's
then when you
great.
stop talking,
I'll stop you right now. Big mouth broad.
Women, keep scrolling. So I'm about to tell some facts to men out here. All right? You do not need to be in a relationship in order to be happy. It is a myth that if you are not married long term at the end of your life, that you will be miserable and unhappy. Before you discount that, I want you to think about the divorce rate. Think about first marriages, I think, are around 60%, second marriages, 70% or more. Okay, so extremely high. There's a good chance, given those numbers, that you could end up alone anyway at the end of your life. Okay, so all you would have really done, if that is the case where, say, you end up alone anyway, all you would have really done is just wasted a bunch of years of your life with somebody. And instead of focusing on how to be happy, okay? You don't need somebody else in order to be happy.